Have you ever felt stuck in a rut? I know I have. It's that feeling of being trapped in a cycle where every day feels like a repeat of the last. You wake up, go through the motions, and before you know it, the day is over, and nothing has changed. It's a frustrating place to be, and it can feel like there's no way out. We all crave excitement and growth, but sometimes fear and routine hold us back. It's easy to get comfortable with the familiar, even if it's not fulfilling. The thought of stepping outside our comfort zones can be daunting. What if we fail? What if things don't go as planned? These fears can paralyze us, keeping us stuck in the same place. But what if I told you that a single day could be all it takes to shift your perspective and spark a positive transformation? Imagine waking up with a sense of purpose, ready to take on new challenges and experiences. It might sound too good to be true, but sometimes all it takes is a small change to set off a chain reaction of positive events. This is the story of how I decided to shake things up and embrace a day of daring. I was tired of feeling stuck and decided to take matters into my own hands. I planned a day filled with activities that scared me, things I had always wanted to try but never had the courage to do. It was a leap of faith, but I knew it was something I needed to do for myself. It was an experience that pushed me beyond my comfort zone and left an indelible mark on my life. Climbing that mountain, feeling the rush of adrenaline as I kayaked through rough waters and finally achieving a goal I had set for myself, it was exhilarating. Each moment was a reminder that I was capable of more than I had ever imagined. Join me as I share the lessons I learned and the joy I discovered in just 24 hours. It wasn't just about the activities themselves, but the mindset shift that came with them. I learned that fear is often just a barrier we create in our minds, and once we push past it, the possibilities are endless. I found joy in the little moments, in the sense of accomplishment, and in the realization that I had the power to change my life. So, can 24 hours really change your life? I believe it can, and I hope my story inspires you to take that leap of faith and discover the potential within yourself. As I reflected on my day of daring, I realized that the key to transformation lies in our willingness to embrace change. It's about taking that first step, no matter how small, and trusting that the journey will lead us to where we need to be. Whether it's trying something new, setting a goal, or simply changing our routine, each action we take has the potential to create a ripple effect in our lives. I also learned the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive influences. During my day of daring, I met people who encouraged and supported me, who shared their own stories of overcoming fear and embracing change. Their energy was contagious, and it reminded me that we don't have to go through this journey alone. We can find strength in community and draw inspiration from those around us. In the end, the most valuable lesson I learned was that change is possible, and it starts with a single decision. A decision to step out of our comfort zones, to face our fears, and to embrace the unknown. It's not always easy, and there will be challenges along the way, but the rewards are worth it. So, if you're feeling stuck, remember that you have the power to change your life, one day at a time. Take that leap, and see where it leads you. I'm a creature of habit. Every morning I wake up at the same time, brew my coffee just the way I like it, and follow a meticulously planned schedule. My days are a series of predictable events, from the moment I open my eyes to the time I lay my head down at night. I thrive on routine and predictability. There's a certain comfort in knowing exactly what to expect, in having a plan and sticking to it. My morning jog follows the same path every day, my meals are planned out for the week, and my evenings are spent in familiar, comforting activities. But while this can be comforting, it can also lead to stagnation. The same routine day in and day out can become monotonous. I found myself feeling restless, my mind wandering to what could be, rather than what is. The predictability that once brought me peace was now a source of frustration. I realized I was yearning for something more, a spark of adventure to reignite my spirit. I started daydreaming about far-off places, thrilling experiences, and the excitement of the unknown. Watching adventure movies and flipping through travel brochures only intensified this longing. So, I set myself a challenge. For one full day, I would say yes to every opportunity that came my way, no matter how daunting or unexpected. It was a simple idea, but the thought of it filled me with both excitement and apprehension. What if I ended up in uncomfortable situations? What if I failed? This meant stepping outside my carefully constructed comfort zone and embracing the unknown. It meant facing my fears head-on and being open to whatever the day had in store for me. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to push my boundaries and see where this journey would take me. It meant silencing that inner voice of doubt and allowing myself to be open to new experiences. I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and made a promise to myself. Today, I would embrace the unexpected, I would welcome the unfamiliar, and I would find joy in the journey, no matter where it led. The day began with an unexpected phone call from an old friend, inviting me to an impromptu gathering. Normally I would have declined, preferring the comfort of my planned day, but today was different. I said yes, and soon found myself reconnecting with people I hadn't seen in years, sharing stories and laughter. Later I was asked to join a spontaneous road trip. The idea of leaving my routine behind was daunting, but I remembered my promise. I packed a bag quickly and jumped into the car with my friends. The open road, the wind in my hair, and the sense of freedom were exhilarating. Along the way, we stopped at a beach where my friends decided to try surfing. I had never surfed before, and the thought of it terrified me. But today was about saying yes. I rented a board, took a deep breath, and paddled out. I fell numerous times, but each fall was met with laughter and encouragement from my friends. As the day turned to night, we sat around a campfire, sharing stories and looking up at the stars. I realized that by stepping outside my comfort zone, I had created memories that would last a lifetime. The fear and apprehension I had felt in the morning were replaced with a sense of accomplishment and joy. Reflecting on the day, I felt a profound sense of gratitude. I had faced my fears, embraced the unknown, and discovered a new side of myself. The experience taught me that while routines are comforting, it's the unexpected moments that truly enrich our lives. I made a promise to myself to continue seeking out new experiences, and to always be open to the adventures that life has to offer. My day of yes began with a simple invitation. A sunrise hike with a colleague I barely knew. It was one of those early mornings where the world is still quiet, and the sky is painted with hues of pink and orange. The idea of waking up before dawn to hike up a mountain seemed daunting, especially since I wasn't much of a morning person. My instinct was to decline, to stay snuggled in my warm bed. The comfort of my blankets and the allure of a few more hours of sleep were almost too tempting to resist. I could already feel the weight of my eyelids pulling me back into a dream-filled slumber. But I had made a promise to myself. A promise to embrace new experiences, to step out of my comfort zone, and to say yes to opportunities that came my way. This was my chance to start living that promise. I laced up my hiking boots and headed out into the crisp morning air. The chill of the dawn was invigorating, and as I took my first steps on the trail, I felt a sense of anticipation building within me. That hike was just the beginning. The trail was steep and challenging, but the camaraderie of my colleagues and the breathtaking views made every step worth it. We reached the summit just as the sun peeked over the horizon, bathing us in a golden glow. It was a moment of pure magic, one that I would have missed if I had stayed in bed. Over the next 24 hours I found myself trying exotic foods. From spicy street food to delicacies I couldn't even pronounce, each bite was an adventure in itself. I discovered flavors and textures that I never knew existed, and with each new dish my appreciation for different cultures grew. I also attended an impromptu poetry slam. The raw emotion and creativity of the performers left me in awe. It was a world I had never explored before, and I found myself deeply moved by the power of words and the courage of those who shared their stories. And then there was the karaoke night. I was hesitant at first, but the infectious energy of the group pulled me in. I sang terribly, but it didn't matter. The laughter and joy we shared made it one of the most memorable nights of my life. Each yes led to another unexpected adventure. We explored hidden gems in the city, from quaint little cafes to bustling markets. We laughed, we got lost, and we made memories that would last a lifetime, pushing me further than I thought possible. There were moments of doubt and exhaustion, but each challenge I faced made me stronger and more resilient. I learned to trust myself and to embrace the unknown. I was exhilarated, exhausted, and completely present in every moment. The day of yes taught me that life is full of opportunities waiting to be seized. It reminded me that the best experiences often come from stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing the unexpected. As the day came to an end, I felt a profound sense of gratitude for the journey I had embarked on. It was a day that changed me, a day that reminded me of the beauty of saying yes. As the sun set, I reflected on the day's events. I realized that saying yes had opened doors to new friendships, new experiences, and a newfound sense of self. It was a day of growth, of discovery, and of living life to the fullest. And as I drifted off to sleep that night, I knew that this was just the beginning of my journey of yes. The day of yes was more than just a series of events. It was a mindset, a way of approaching life with an open heart and an adventurous spirit. It taught me that sometimes the best way to find ourselves is to lose ourselves in new experiences. And so, with a smile on my face and excitement in my heart, I looked forward to the many more days of yes that lay ahead. The day was a whirlwind of emotions. I felt the adrenaline rush of facing my fears, the joy of shared laughter with newfound friends, and the quiet satisfaction of accomplishing things I never thought I could. There were moments of doubt, of course, times when I questioned my sanity and longed for the comfort of my routine. But I pressed on, fueled by a growing sense of empowerment and the thrill of the unknown. As the day drew to a close, I realized that this experiment had yielded far more than a collection of interesting anecdotes. I had connected with people I would have otherwise never met, discovered hidden talents, and gained a newfound appreciation for the beauty of spontaneity. I learned that stepping outside my comfort zone wasn't just about trying new things, it was about opening myself up to new possibilities and connections. It was about embracing the unexpected and finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. The impact of my day of yes extended far beyond those 24 hours. It sparked a shift in my perspective that has continued to shape my life. I became more open to new experiences, more willing to take risks, and more appreciative of the simple joys that life has to offer. I learned that happiness often lies just beyond the boundaries of our comfort zones, waiting to be discovered. My 24-hour experiment taught me that even small changes can have a profound impact on our lives. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the thought of making big, sweeping changes. But what if we started small? What if we simply said yes to one new experience each day? One conversation with a stranger, one act of kindness, one step outside our comfort zone. Imagine the ripple effect these small acts of courage could have on our lives and the lives of those around us. Now I challenge you to embark on your own day of yes. Set aside 24 hours to embrace spontaneity, push your boundaries, and say yes to the unexpected. You might be surprised at the transformative power of a single day. Remember, life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Dare to step outside, explore the unknown, and watch as your world expands in ways you never thought possible. Did this story resonate with you? I'd love to hear about your experiences with embracing change and stepping outside your comfort zone. Subscribe to my newsletter for more inspiring stories, tips on cultivating happiness, and practical advice for living your best life. Let's embark on this journey of growth and discovery together.